You are listening to PastThink.com audiobook. Please like and subscribe, thank you. Chapter 116. A shaman fools the second ruler. Kong Ming's spirit appears to Zhong Hui. Zhong Hui will confound the skeptics, says Sima Zhao, who claim we cannot win in Shu, because he has a plan. However, even if he decides to revolt once he defeats the Shu, they will be broken, so he cannot use them against us, and the people of Wei will never follow him, so there is nothing to worry about. While Zhong Hui advances to the front, Deng Ai receives orders to advance on his front. That night he has a dream of a spring erupting below his feet. Frightened, he seeks an explanation of this from the I Ching. The explanation leaves him downhearted and troubled, for it forecasts victories in the southwest and failure in the northeast. Orders come for him to liaise with Zhong Hui for the attack on Guanzhong, while another army is sent to attack Jiang Wei at Tazhong. As the situation escalates, Jiang Wei writes a memorial to the second ruler asking for additional help to defend the kingdom. But the letter is intercepted by Huang Hao, and then interpreted to the second ruler as simply Jiang Wei trying to aggrandize himself. There is nothing to worry about, says Huang Hao. I know a shaman in the city, and her deity can tell the future. Shall we ask her what the deity says about the future? So she is brought to the palace, and the second ruler performs the rituals and burns the incense. The shaman unties her hair, takes off her shoes, and in a frenzy dances wildly, whirling round and round until she collapses on the altar. Her deity is descending, says Huang Hao. Clear everyone else out. I am the protector god of the Shu, she says in a trance. Your Majesty's lands are at peace. Why do you ask about anything else? Soon the Wei lands will be yours as well. Have no fears, sir. Then she collapses and takes quite some time to revive. The second ruler is completely fooled by her performance, and as a result Huang Hao is able to ensure he ignores all the letters from Jiang Wei. And so the slippery path to the destruction of the kingdom begins. Success follows success for the Wei army, including the capture of Guanzhong. Then one night in the town of Yong'an, Zhong Hui and his men are disturbed by the sound of men-at-arms coming from the southwest. When they go to investigate, there is nobody there. The same thing happens the next night. Now thoroughly alarmed, Zhong Hui rides out to explore where this disturbance is coming from. They soon come to a hill, covered in mist. This place and its atmosphere fill everyone with a sense of deep foreboding. When asked what hill this is, Zhong Hui is told it is Dingjun Mountain. Suddenly a storm blows up, and down the hill ride thousands of horsemen, who attack the troops. Terrified, Zhong Hui and his men flee, but, when they stop, those whom they think have been wounded by the horsemen have no wounds. They were phantom riders. When he asks if there is some special shrine on the hilltop, it is the traitor Jiang Shu who tells him no, but there is the tomb of Kong Ming. Realizing the source of the disturbances, Zhong Hui prepares sacrifices and offerings, and returns the next day to pay his respects to the spirit of Kong Ming. A calm falls over the region as soon as he has done this. Then, that night, Zhong Hui awakes in his tent as a cold wind blows in. He sees standing before him a man dressed in Taoist robes, holding a feather fan. His face is like perfect jade. He stands 8 feet tall and drifts through like an immortal. Rising to meet this man, Zhong Hui asks, "Who are you, sir?" "This morning you honored me with your sacrifices," says the apparition. "So I have come to share this with you. It is clear that heaven's mandate has been removed from the Han. But this does not mean that the ordinary folk of Shu must suffer more. When you conquer the western lands, do not kill or harm more than is necessary." And with that he disappears. Moved by the appearance of Kong Ming, Zhong Hui has a special banner made to be carried at the front of the army. It says, "Protect the kingdom, reassure the people," and he gives orders that no harm must come to the ordinary folk on penalty of death. This results in the people trusting him, and the cities fall one after another without bloodshed. A poet has said, "The ghostly horsemen of Dingjun Mountain move Zhong Hui to pray at Kong Ming's tomb. He who protected alive the fortunes of Xuanda protected the people of Shu even when dead. The Wei armies led by Zhong Hui and Deng Ai advance without cessation, and place after place falls to them. Jiang Wei is driven back and back. He is almost trapped, but through subterfuge manages to escape across a ford and take up a defensive position at the Jian Pass. But no sooner has he arrived than he sees before him a vast army. What will happen now? What indeed?